Sorry if you missed us. We were in the woods.
Right.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Drink for the Trauma, a show where we talk about anything and everything because
who wouldn't?
And who couldn't?
Right.
So how are you this week?
I couldn't be better. I'm on vacation from work. We had an excellent weekend in who knows where, Massachusetts.
Sheffield, Mass.
Yeah,
Great
it was
Barrington, the Berkshires.
fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous.
It was absolutely fabulous. And Susan was an excellent host. Just like me, Nate, and Emily, like hanging out in this woman's like bed and breakfast log cabin in the woods in Massachusetts. And we were just having a good time.
Weren't you like a little scared of Susan?
Okay, so for the audience watching, I had a moment where I looked at Nate and I was like, you know, what if like Susan was poisoning us in our breakfast? You would never know. It's like this little old lady. Like, what if we're starring in a horror movie right now? The spread was incredible. So if she was poisoning us, like, I'm okay with that being honest.
Yeah, I mean, like,
fine.
maybe that's why I've been feeling weird since we got back.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Lord.
Poison.
I will tell you what I smelled, though. That cat piss?
Not that cat piss room.
Okay, we walked into Susan's lovely home, and the only thing that I can smell is cat piss.
It was the first thing I noticed about stepping inside, and I was like,
Reeked of cat piss. Reeked of cat piss.
You walked through the house, you said, so, do you own cats?
I literally said, how many cats do you have? I think that's exactly what I said. How many cats do you have? And she like didn't answer me at first.
She was like, enough.
I know she has at least 2. This week, we're talking roommate trauma.
Roommate trauma? We want to talk about roommate trauma. I've had so many roommates.
You have had like a lot of roommates.
Right before the pandemic, I was dating this guy, and I moved out of my apartment in Manhattan to an apartment in Brooklyn. He ended up moving in with me. We'd only been dating for 6 months. It was like not a great relationship to start with, so I really don't know what the hell I was thinking. We were stuck together in the apartment like the entire time. We had to be in lockdown, and I didn't have a job. He didn't have a job. It was a nightmare. Oh, no. And
you like don't really know him that well. 6 months.
Yeah, and then as I started to learn more and more about this kid, I was like, oh, I actually hate him. One of the times we got in a fight during lockdown, he wouldn't let me pass my door so I could go take a walk because I was like, I don't want to fight. Let me just leave, go clear my head. He wouldn't move away from the door. So I physically pushed him away. I go to leave, and he threatens to take all of my lithium, all of my medication, which I need. I need that. And the fact that you're threatening to kill yourself by taking all my pills, you're... So I go to grab them from him, and he spills them all over the floor. Our 2 dogs are like, oh, is it candy? Go down for the lithium. He's hysterical. I'm so pissed. I'm furious.
Not lithium all over the floor.
Controlling, manipulative, insecure,
abusive.
Anxious, abusive. Bad. While I was living in that apartment, there was also another roommate who lived next door to me, and she seemed nice, whatever. I spoke to her once. And the second night that I was there, I was up just looking at something or watching Project Runway on my phone, and I just heard this really loud thud. And I was like,
is everything okay?
I was like, what's going on? Then we all hung out one night, and we were talking, and I was like, yeah, there was a really big thud the other night. She was like, oh, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was like, is everything okay? It sounded like it was you hit your head really hard, or you banged into something. And she was like, oh, no, I fell. And I was like, oh. I was like, okay. I was like, did you, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I was just trying to kill myself. She would just leave handles, ugly plastic $5 handles of gin just on her bed. It was super crazy. During COVID, peak COVID, she had 6 people over the house. I was like, oh my God, this is how we'll die. Okay. Yeah, it was super messy. She was messy. It was a mess.
No. Speaking of messy, you know me, and I'm probably difficult to live with in the way that like I like things a very particular way.
Yeah.
However, I can't live with pure filth.
No.
Not like maggots in the sink because we didn't clean our dishes with food on them. Not that. You're an adult. Please
Oh my
clean up after
God.
yourselves. That whole roommate trauma led to like a very funny / immature thing that I did.
Kind of gross.
It was definitely gross. Definitely, I thought it was funny at the time. These girls would stay up until like, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning blasting music. We talked about this and I was like, hey, can we not do that? And they just like didn't give a fuck or listen. And they were disgusting. They were filthy human beings. One night for my birthday, one of my friends came over. We were like drinking a bit. This girl across the hall from me knocked on the door and was like, hey, can you keep it down? It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon on like a Tuesday. We're just drunk being loud idiots. And she was like, can you keep it down? And I was like, keep it down? Keep it down? It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon on my birthday. We were like bringing our toiletries in and out of the bathroom. That's like a weird thing.
Oh,
It
shared
got like
bathrooms.
very hostile and people were like taking their toilet paper in and out of the bathroom. It was a weird situation. And so I knew that this girl kept her hand soap in the mirror of the bathroom. So I was drunk and she pissed me off. And I went in the bathroom and I was like, give me that soap. And my friend was like, okay. And I peed in it. And then they used it. No, they traumatized me first. And then I was like, well, I'll do you one better.
Yeah, really. You're like, I'll up the ante.
Right. And then they got back at
God.
me by pouring all of my alcohol all over the things in my room, which like, whatever. Probably for the best. I was drinking a lot of Ciroc at the time.
Not
so.
Ciroc.
Oh, Ciroc Red Berry. That was like the thing that we did.
Have you ever had Four Loko?
Oh, I was definitely around in the time of Four Loko.
I moved into my first apartment in Brooklyn with like 4 dudes. I moved in there, didn't know them, was in, talking to them, whatever. And they were like, oh, we're going to see Chromeo on the pier. We drank Four Loko at like 3 o'clock. No. Like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, not a 2 o'clock Four Loko.
We left after drinking 4 Locos. He had to have had like 4. I don't know how many.
Oh my
he
God,
had,
4.
but
How is he
had a lot.
alive?
Right. We take the train. He's all fucked up, whatever. We're all fucked up. We get off and we're about to like walk there, and there's a ton of traffic in Williamsburg. And he's like walking on the side, and some car like almost hits him and like honks at him, and he like flipped out and took his fist and smashed it into the hood of his car. And I was like, whoa.
Oh my God.
Whoa. And so we just like ran. And
This is your first time meeting this dude.
first time meeting these
You're
people.
like, hi, you're my roommate.
And then we went to this insane concert, and it was amazing. He was a dope roommate, though, I have to say.
God bless.
Didn't do his dishes, but...
I had one girl who actually took my dishes from me. She like stole my glasses.
I hate that.
I know. My mom gave me like these cute little like glasses because she was like, ooh, it's your first time living on your own. Like take a couple of glasses. When I moved out, I was like, hey, where's my glasses? And she was like, oh, those like broke a while ago. And she was like, yeah, I was like cleaning them and they just broke. And I was like, okay, well, you never told me about that. She was like, oh, sorry. A mutual friend invited me to a party that she was having. And I was like, I don't think that's a great idea. My friend drags me to this party. And at the party, everyone's drinking out of my glasses. So I texted my mom. She texted me and she was like, break them all. Break those glasses, Nicole. I remember when we first met in college a billion years ago. You had this roommate.
The first time I met him, he didn't get up. He didn't like look at me. He didn't like make eye contact. I was like, hey, I'm Nate. And he just like looked at me and then looked back at the computer. And I'm like, okay, so this is how it's gonna be. He would lay in his bed like some sort of vampire ass like that, and like have the lights off except for like the one vanity light.
No.
It was weird. There are times where I've come home and it's been like dark and he's just like on top of the bed. Not even like in the bed, just like fully clothed on top of it, laying fully down. I'm like, I'll die here. I'm going to die in
Okay.
college. My
You're
first
like,
year of college is
I'm
how
coming over, actually.
Count Dracula is my roommate. Like, let's get him the out of here.
I also spent like a good part of my life living at Westcon dorms.
Oh, yeah.
Not only freshman year when we met, but my super senior year of college, because that's where I was at in life. They opened it up for like seniors to live there by themselves, which was fabulous. However,
nice.
there was no like common area where you can cook or like have a sink. If I had like a Tupperware of food and I wanted to like keep the Tupperware, I would have to wash it in the bathroom, the shared bathroom, almost like a locker room. Imagine I'm cleaning my dishes and there's someone behind me taking a massive and I'm just like doing my dishes. Just put a sink in a closet if you must. I can't keep doing my dishes in the bathroom. Somebody showering, somebody and you're cleaning your dishes. So how about that roommate trauma?
How about that roommate drama?
I'll drink to all that roommate trauma. We just want to go ahead and thank our number one spindrift.
Our OG. I know we were like kind of weird about it last time.
I know. We just want to live our lives with you. I just want to be with you.
Right.
Be with you.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on
Drink for the Trauma. Is that it? Is that the take?
I think so,
All right. Yeah. That's fine.
I think it
It has to be.
is that it. Am I the drama?
Am I the drama?
And this is like have us in different places.
Yeah. I like that way better. So we're switching seats? Okay.
That's but like
this?
facing this way.
These weird hands. Okay, here we
Join
go.
us with the
Join
audience.
us with the audience would join us. Join us.
You're the trauma. Am I the trauma?
Am I the trauma? Am I the trauma? Don't come near me. You walk in and you're like, ooh, got this. No, I got it. I got it. I got it.